welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War House of Julii campaign, part 15 with me, Squawker. And when we left off, well, it seems like we have a problem with diplomats being everywhere now. But things have not been going well, but actually no, this is the first episode after 2 bad episodes where I can say things are going at least a little bit better. Operation Retake is going swimmingly. We have been knocking out British armies left, right and centre, so now we are now poised to maybe make a strike on Trier and take out Captain Apollodorix, who's just hanging out around here on the borders of a German settlement, because now basically the British have been fighting the Germanians, but then they've basically annoyed me, so now they're really gonna get the shit kicked out of them, because now they're gonna be fighting a war on 2 fronts I don't want. But speaking of wars on 2 fronts, I am next turn gonna be trying to talk to the Gauls and trying to maybe negotiate the release of Massilia from their occupation, and also just get a ceasefire so they're not gonna try and take Lugdunum. But always have a backup plan, because in Arretium I'm now training the new feared Roman unit that we have available to us, the Principes. These are elite Hastati, heavy infantry, who are going to have to be used if we ever need to take out Massilia and try and get it back by means of force. And well, things are still going bad in North Italy, by the way. The economy seems to be just getting worse. But there are still things to do in Segesta, or at least there would be things to do in Segesta if I had money. I'm out of money this turn. So next turn I'm going to try and negotiate some new construction for Segesta, but stuff just isn't going well in Patavium, though we are getting closer to that new forum, and in Mediolanium I believe we also have a forum queued up there, so maybe these forums will help us bring money in. But Corralis is doing good. I mean look, nearly 800 denarii per turn off Corralis, fucking awesome. But I'm pretty much at the end of this turn, so we're just going to be skipping to the next turn and we're going to be seeing what the situation is with everyone else. Let's go! So the Scythians have come to talk to us now. The diplomat known as Skunksa, lovely name, has come to offer trade rights between me and the Scythian people, so I'm going to accept that, but it means I will have to give our new diplomat, which we recruited last episode, a new job. I'm going to be sending him to the Middle East now, so I'll have to, well, negotiate passage to the Middle East for him. But we do have a new Senate mission, because I actually completed a Senate mission. I actually blockaded the part of Massilia, and now they're just giving me a fucking pointless mission again. Why? I'm not blockading Sparta. Fuck off. But what did I get, by the way? The Senate has noted your efforts for Rome and is... Oh, great. So this... It's basically the only Senate mission I actually do. I don't get a reward. The Senate just goes, yeah, you did it. Good for you. Fuck you. End of turn report, by the way, 146 gold was brought in, so small profit, but whatever. Another agent was found. Britannia keeps sending spies into Lugdunum. Unfortunately we didn't manage to execute this one. We managed to execute the last one, but we didn't get to execute this one, unfortunately. Construction report, Mediolanium now has a forum, so maybe this will do something. And Lugdunum now has its wooden walls up. That's good news, because obviously if we don't get a ceasefire with the Gauls, then you know, this will try and keep things okay for us. Mediolanium is still losing money like there's no tomorrow, but maybe we need to put the taxes... Yeah, if we put the taxes up, actually, it puts it in the green. So if I... Yeah, we'll have to put taxes on for now. I know it's not exactly makes the people happy, but we're going to have to do that. But Patavium's public order is slipping and sliding. We're going to have to cut taxes again, just basically, we're going to have to basically try and tank the massive losses until our forum's built. And I really hope this forum will do something. I mean, it's an increase in tradable goods, I guess, but I'm just not getting money off this city anymore. That's not good. Not good at all. It's really fucking bad. But we cannot now afford new construction projects in Segesta at least, so we're going to have a go at that. We'll build new things, but a war has been declared, by the way. Parthia is at war with Egypt, and recruitment report. Our first Principes is now available to us, and the Hastati are also now available in Lugdunum, and blah 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 blah. New construction projects for Segesta then. So there's new things we can build. We can, first things first, I think it's finally time this city got a port, and becomes part of a trading network in order to create more money, get some roads up, get some farms up. I can't afford a militia barracks, but I will pay for a militia barracks soon, just so we can recruit better units in Segesta, since it does sort of sit in an important position, you know, because it guards the coast here, You know, it's sort. I guess this course is actually kind of a shortcut to get to Rome, really, a shortcut to get to Arretium. So it's a place worth holding for definite. Let's get some important diplomatic shit out of the way as well.
Yes.
Let's who's in Narbo Marches and who can I talk to? Right, Meriadoc's in there, and he doesn't like me already. So can I negotiate a ceasefire, please? End the fighting. This is a good joke. We see no need to end the fight. All right. Oh, so you want a fight? Gauls must be getting cocky because they've taken a city off me. You should know, Meriadoc. Your friend Apollodorus uses fucking scummy tactics. You know, he just spams warlords like a cunt. Right. So negotiations are breaking. Maybe if I offer them a little payment, that might keep them happy. Let's make a new deal. Ceasefire, trade rights, and a single one-off payment of 400 denarii. Now, how about that? Would you take that? And they don't. Alright, so you don't. Right, well, fuck you guys then.
You are mistaken, sir.
No,
Mistaken, sir.
I am not mistaken, Sextus Antio. These Gauls are fucking dicks.
Honor.
Right. Lucius, you will be preparing those fucking Principes. I'm gonna be creating an army. The next person who comes into this family, I don't care what his skills are, he's automatically becoming a general, and he is marching on Massila, and he's taking that city back, and then he's taking Narbo Martius as well. I'm gonna end Gallic arrogance, and I'm gonna take all of Western Europe for myself. It's rightfully mine now. Right.
Orders.
Amulius, get to Trier. Initiate the siege. We'll probably get the attention of that nearby captain, but all the better. That's what I want to happen. That is what I want to happen. Oh, you didn't make it, but right, you're nearly there.
Master.
Decius Curtius, keep heading north to
Secrecy is assured.
Yes, I'm glad that secrecy has been assured, since it seems that the Britannians also now control Germania Inferior, so we must well find out the city out here. Because I'll need to take one of these. I will need to probably take... Oh no, wait. I thought it was a Britannian city up here. Huh. Map's playing trickery on me. It's apparently... Right. Get to Samara Briva then, the town in the middle of Belgica. We can take Belgica. We can take that port. Upgrade it, construct warships, and I can ship men over to Britannia, you know, the British Isles, and then we can take the fight truly to them. But I think that is everything done for this turn as well. We don't really have a lot to do in these. Can't really find... There's just don't seem to be a cure for Batavium's economic shittiness. Oh, I will need to move Numeria Stela. Right, the earliest land access we can get to the Middle East will really be through Scythia, so... You're basically going to have to march all the way up to the Black Sea, unfortunately, so just get moving. So, get to Campus Siphi. Yeah, without delay, but I'm not seeing much movement, right? Yes. Alright, I know you're out of moves. I'm going to have to try and negotiate. Yeah, I know you're out of moves. Can I... Alright, well, that'll keep you occupied for a few turns at least. Yeah, shut up. Right, so we're moving through these mountains through, well, basically this massive Dacian controlled area. But it's alright, the Dacians are cool with us. Barely. They won't give me fucking military access because the Dacians are fucking mistrusting cunts. But that's how it's going to stand for now. So let's go to the next turn, and hopefully we can be able to engage the Britannians. You never know, they might take the bait and try and sort me out. And if I do, I'll get a city. Okay, so, right, we've got a big battle here then. So the Britannians have spotted us, and actually some family members have come to engage us. So, we have 696 men, and we are probably fighting a roughly equally numbered army. We have Calpurnius, who is leading the main charge. He is bringing 452 men, but he's a very poor commander at least, so Amulius outdoes him here. However, Quinfair has a lot of so he's a powerful dude, this guy, but he doesn't have a big army. And there's also Captain Catavignus, who is just in the area. He's bringing 123 men. So can we get some information? So Calpurnius has, well, he'll have his own bodyguard. He's got once more shit army, so right, he's gonna be easy. But the unfortunately, the barbarian warlord for the British is the very nasty chariot. Now the chariot is a horrible invention, which the British have seemed to have managed to invent, and well, it's two mangy barbarians on a horse-drawn cart, and unfortunately, this thing, it's very hard to break its morale, and guess what? It drains the morale of nearby men. It's the pinnacle of Celtic technology, and it's a horrible machine. So we're going to have to try and take out his nasty little chariots before they shred me. I mean, they're not as horrible as the Seleucid scythed chariots, but these guys are still going to be a pain in my ass. Can I have a look at Quinfair? Quinfair is just with himself. He's the faction heir, and he's also bringing Senanius. So that's going to be two more chariots to deal with. So they're definitely going to try and break my morale in this battle. And Captain Catavingius, what's he bringing? Two, right, so Captain Catavingius at least sucks. So we're fighting a majority of weak infantry at least. However, we're going to be fighting on many angles, and there's also going to be some chariots we need to take out. And unfortunately, I ain't got no triarii. I ain't got no triarii. Let's fight it out.
A battle's never an easy thing to face, especially before breakfast. But think on this. They feel at least as bad, and don't have me to give them victory. Today we go into battle against the Britons, men both mad and brave in equal measure. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations. On this field stand 1 in 4 of our people's warriors. We are enough then to win great honor and do great service. This and more, I have no doubts that you will do. We stand on the defensive today. Let them wear themselves out against our battle line. We are even matched in numbers, man for man, but that does not tell the whole story. All that said, we are the stronger. Every one of you is better than they. Remember this and take heart from the memory. I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. You know my reputation and skills, and I tell you, an army has yet
Yes, we don't need to know Amulius. We don't need to know Amulius. You are not fighting a siege right now. However, we are fighting against many men, and, well, the more men we kill here, the easier time we're going to have at Trier. So, let's think about how we're going to deploy, because we are going to, the main British army, they're going to be deploying in the blue zone over there. However, there are 2 armies which should be coming in on my flanks, so let's think about how we're going to do this. I'm going to have Barbarian mercenaries will be the front line.
Unit, move out!
They'll be fighting the main army. I'm going to split my Hussarti up, so I'll have 4 on this flank. Like this, because on one flank we'll be dealing with those blasted chariots. The other Hussarti will form on this flank here, but not back to front. There we go. Obviously, we'll put them all into guard formation, because we are going to be holding a position here. Town Watch will form the back of the army. So basically we're creating a box defence. And just to buff up the Town Watch, there'll be a spread out line of Hastati in front of them. Cavalry will be in the centre, ready to move out on my command. And the Velites, I will just keep in the centre, and I'll just have them fire at will at anything they need to fire at. And I'll make sure they stand and fight. So I've turned off their skirmishing ability, so if someone does come close to them, they'll just have to get their swords out and fend for themselves. But there we go, that's my defence against the nasty Britannians, who are basically, yeah. Fortunately, the balance of power is slightly in my favour, so let's try and win this one, and well, if we do this, then I think we can say Operation Retake is just going to get stronger and stronger. Let's do it.
The ferryman will be busy today. The enemy have brought more men to the fight.
Okay, so as it stands, here comes the first army. Plenty of nasty swordsmen, a few peasants. Well, not swordsmen actually, these are just warbands. And there's the dreaded Britannian chariot in the back. Now, I need to get rid of those guys quickly. There's 2 warbands advancing on this flank. They're going to take a while to arrive, though, so that we can take heart in that. And at the far rear, there are 2 other chariot formations. Those are going to be the 2 other family members who are just sort of coming in. So really, we need to take out the main British army as quick as possible. And then, oh, there's also 2 more over here. 2 more warbands. Oh, were they the guys I was just looking at? And I have a really short attention span. So we are basically going to be fighting on all sides here. I probably don't really need this flank as much. So Hastati, you form a new battle line here. Actually, I'll just ungroup. I want a nice wide battle line here. But make sure you hold it to the complete and total best of your ability, you know. We cannot afford to lose anything here. This is where we could basically lose for most men, and we won't be able to reinforce until we take Trier and set up shop there for a little bit. Like, if we can get to Trier, set up a militia barracks, we can replenish our men, or because we're not in a stage where we can get reinforcements from Italy, because obviously we don't hold Narbo Martis. Now I'm going to have to come up with an operation to retake Narbo Martis, but I think I'm going to start noticing my new battle line here. Guys, do you want to start taunting? Let's try and get well, they're taunting over there. Everyone's taunting. Yeah, blah, 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 said they. There we go, they're splitting up. Let the peasants come to the Hastati. They'll get mowed. Once more, I think we'll easily win this, because you know what? I love these barbarian mercenaries. These guys are some of the best fighters I have ever recruited. As long as they hold their line, they will do very well. I'll have these guys chucking pillums over the lines now. Velites, try and chuck them. You 2 go and deal with those guys, actually, so I can have my town watch over here, because, God, here we go. They're all just going to pile onto my lines here. And, yeah, the British chariots are breaking through, because, they are frightened. So, Hastati, I need you, Hastati, to try and do anything you can to take out these chariots. If we can pin a chariot down, we can easily kill it, because chariot is basically extremely reliant on its mobility. They are pretty fucking bulky, so if it can't move, it can't fight very well. So, I mean, you know, it's not exactly the most sophisticated chariot you've ever seen in the world. It's actually pretty shit. Far right Hastati or far left Hastati, I'm not really sure. My left and right, try and take out them. They're just sitting there wondering what they can do, wondering what they can kill. They're going to try and mop up my town watch, but, you know, I have numbers. I think we can pin them out. Definitely, yeah, there we go. Look, more of them are going down. I mean, look. He's ripe for the killing. You just need to put a sword in his throat and go, done. Cavalry, do you want to try and engage that chariot as well? Try and engage them. How did those guys get past? Oh God, how did they get past? Right, get rid of those warbands. They're running off. They know they've just walked into trouble. And by the way, get a fucking rush on cavalry, please. So they've noticed my Hastati are engaging there. Right, one of you Hastati. Oh, that wasn't good there. We just, yeah, the chariots are causing chaos, and I do not like it when my battle lines are going wrong. The barbarian mercenary, yeah, barbarian mercenaries are fucked. Ah!
General is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
That's a pain in the ass. That's right. They're all retreating. We're not going to bother chasing them right now. We have more concerning thanks to the enemy reinforcements are here. They are bringing more chariots to basically try and scupper my plans. I mean, the chariots are just out to cause maximum chaos in the battle lines, basically. And we've got, bloody hell, he's charging us. The Britannians do not know the meaning of danger close. Amulius, you are in a dangerous position right now. You need to withdraw. I cannot afford to have you die, because the Equites have just been killed off. So Amulius is literally my only cavalry unit now, and that is pretty fucking annoying. And some of the barbarian mercenaries are retreating. Guys, right, these guys aren't even in guard mode, they're just sitting there doing nothing. Right, take out the chariots. We need them gone. Come on. Pin them down, kill their leader, watch them flee. Simple as. You can do it. Come on. Guys, you can fucking do it. Come on. There we go. Textbook. Oh no!
Fallen and caused his troops much heartache. Much better to have lived.
Amulius, why? Right. Operation Retake might have just been dented a bit. However, right, who's out? Calpornus is out at least. Quinfair's out. But unfortunately, so is Amulius. That is a shit, but there we go.
Is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Right, one of the enemy armies is routing. Guys, you just need to try and mob these enemy chariots. Do not let them get mobile again. If they get mobile, that is when it all goes wrong for us. Guys, do not pursue enemies. We need to... I just need everyone on top of them. Do not break. Do not... Make sure you follow your orders. Look to your officers, men. Look to your officers. You need to stay calm. There is one barbarian general left. If we can take him out, we will win. It's funny how these guys basically use the same scummy tactics as the Gauls as well, but at least they bring an actual army at the same time, even if it's a completely and totally shit and token army. Right. Take out those warband. Town watch. Just surround them, pin them, destroy their mobility. Do not let them get any... Just don't let them do anything, because all they're going to do is they're just going to run around, try and cleave through you and break your morale. That's all they want to do. They just want to break your morale, and he's running off.
Be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
Good. They're fleeing, and that is brilliant for me. I believe that is pretty much the entire enemy army in flight. There's just 2 active units left. Don't know what they are. They're just warbands, and they're actually retreating. The Britannians have once more lost another engagement. Goody goody gumdrops. We're driving. I mean, we still have quite a lot of men left.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
I'm going to call it an end to this battle just because I don't really have any units to chase them out. Unfortunately, we did basically lose all our cavalry in this battle. That was very tragic, so we're going to end this battle and we're going to have to mourn the death of Amulius Julius.
All Rome will be amazed at such a victory. The day is ours!
But, you know what? We were fighting a lot of men, so you know what? We still came out of it okay. We brought 696 men. We killed 446 and we have 421 left. Calpornus, who died, he brought 452. He was bringing the main army. He killed only 186 and he has 137 men left. Quinfair brought 43 men, killed 70 and only had 7 left. And Captain Catavangius, who was just the 2 warband reinforcements, he brought 123, killed 57, but leaves with 28. So, you know what, at least we traded 2 generals for 1, but unfortunately I lost a very good general here. But I believe Quinfair was actually one of the Britannians' top generals. So you know what, we traded 2 good generals at least. I mean, it's a loss to us both, but to be honest, a loss for the Britannians is a good thing for me. I mean, Amulius didn't even perform that well in the battle, unfortunately. He only got 19 kills. Some of the Hastati got 60 kills, but Hastati did good overall, I think. You know, it was a hard battle, because the thing is, chariots can so easily chuck a battle into chaos. If it was just warbands, we would have won, just simple infantry, but, you know, that's the thing with chariots. They live off chaos. That's why they break morale. They relish the chaos of a battle, but it's a shame that we don't have the equites or the barbarian cavalries anymore. We'll have to see if we can recruit new mercenaries, for with no general to lead the operation, I fear this operation might go very wrong. We may have to just take Trier and call it a stop there.
Victory!
Alright, we have victory. And you know what, I will have Captain Tertius, who has taken over now. He will be leading. We will take Trier and use it to reinforce our position, but that's going to be for next episode. So, end of turn report. Good profits of 1,602 denarii. Good. That's more money. Good, because I'm going to have to build an even bigger army at Arretium now. Not only to take Narbo Martius back, but then we're going to have to basically completely and totally reinforce our position in Gaul. Senate officers have been assigned. Lucius Julius has now been made consul of Rome, and Vibius Julius is now the praetor. The consul is the supreme position of power and honour in a republic. A consul has authority over magistrates, the army, and lawmaking. He is in many ways a king in all but name, but the name during his time in office. So basically, yeah, we rule Rome now in a way. You know, in all but name, we have the king of Rome in our possession now. Lucius Julius just continues to make me proud. Let's have a look at how the it's affected Lucius now. So Lucius Julius is now consul of Rome. That is the best office. So as an ex-Pontifex Maximus, he still holds 3 extra influence. I think his influence is just now completely maxed out. I mean, when this man speaks, his words now carry the wisdom of the gods to all his listeners, and everyone listens to Lucius Julius now. And as the office of consul, basically chief officer of state, he now lead. You know, the 2 consuls lead the armies in defense of Rome and propose new legislation in the Senate. You know, this guy controls legislation now. This gives him 2 extra influence and 2 extra command. Lucius Julius is just becoming, well, he is the man, and I'm still recruiting new units in the area. Just to see how it breaks down entirely now. So the Scipii now control the 2 bottom positions of Aedile and Quaestor. I control Praetor, which is the 3rd one, and Consul. Tiberius the Cunning, though, of the Brutii, has actually now been made Pontifex Maximus, so it looks like Tiberius the Cunning is, well, his influence actually matches that of Lucius, so I think Tiberius is something of a rival in the Senate, you know, because he'll be trying to further the agenda of the Brutii with all his influence. And Lentulus Maxentius still holds the position of censor. I'm not too sure what censor does, but you never know, it might be the next office Lucius gets, because, yeah. I could use more men in the Senate though, because we are definitely still don't control the whole Senate yet. But you know, there was a heroic death unfortunately. Amulius Julius was slain in battle by those pesky British chariots. They're really fucking annoying. So unfortunately that does mean I now have no active generals in the field. None of my generals are good at combat. I think I'm going to arrange for academies to be constructed in Arretium and Arimnium though, in order to produce some new traits in people. You know, I need to have better family members when they join up with us. So have an academy built in Arimnium and have an academy built in Arretium. We need academies. We need to improve the learning of our men. And yeah, we're doing good here by the way, but I will just put up that militia barracks because I wanted to. Construction report. Arimnium now has its shipwright up, so that's brilliant, and Corralis now has communal farming. So the shipwright at Arimnium will further increase trade. We have trade routes with the Brutii and with, well, the Brutii as well. Basically we're just trading with all the Brutii Greek cities, but there's a lot of trade traffic going around now at least, you know. You know, these little boats represent how much trade traffic there is, but it looks like we're getting quite a bit of trade with the Carthaginians, you know. I think we can make a fine ally out of the Carthaginians, but I doubt the Senate would like that. And, well, the Scipii are going to try and take Lilybaeum. They might finally take all of Sicily. Recruitment report, new Hastati in Lugdunum, new Principates in there. And, oh, Thrace has gone to war with Dacia. The Thracians are definitely trying to make a play for all Hellenic territories now. That is their master plan. But I think that's where we're going to leave it for this episode now. I mean, I guess we did make some good progress at least. We are definitely still breaking down the Britannians. We're breaking their men up, breaking their armies up. Whatever's left has fled into Trier. So Tiberius, I give you the order. You shall lay siege to Trier. I would like I want 3 rams ready to bust into Trier. It'll take us 2 turns to construct our siege equipment. So we'll have 2 turns sieging, and then we will launch the assault in 2 turns time. So maintain a siege. And then after that I might have to negotiate a ceasefire with Britons until I have a new general in the field. Because when I have a new general, I think we're going to have to just really, we can't put the fight with the Gauls on pause. They will try and make a play for Lugdunum, or even in a worst case scenario they will actually try and stage an invasion into Italy. So I'm still sending Sextus into Spain. We're going to try and get an alliance with the Spanish to try and create a new buffer zone against the Gauls. Because the Spanish don't seem to do a lot in this campaign. They've just been sitting in the background for now. Maybe it's time they finally got interested in Western politics, because there's the town of Osca. So we can talk to the people of Oscar next turn, so that's good. Let's just quickly look up the Spanish diplomacy situation. Let's have a look. Spain's just fighting the Carthaginians, so yeah, Spain's just doing their own thing at the minute, but I think it's time we dragged them into this whole thing, you know, this war of, like, all the tribes are fighting for supremacy, and I'm just trying to maintain order here and try and make my own little empire.
Yes, man.
Decius Curtius will be getting to Samar Briva next turn, so yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. So next time on Rome Total War, House of Julii campaign, well, we're going to lay siege to Trier, we're going to take Trier, and then we're going to have our new army constructed in Arretium and Arimnium. Arimnium, you are also to be constructing some new units. Actually, I'll wait on the archery range to be done in Arimnium, so Mediolanium, I know you're in a bit of a bad mood. Fine, I'll change the policy. How about a balanced policy, improves public order, keeps income at somewhat okay level. 1, 2... 3 equites. I want these equites out in the field and in Arretium to be ready for my new general, whoever he shall may be. Because unfortunately, we're losing quite a few family members. I mean, look, God, Quintus's family line is just dead. We've actually, look, we basically have 3 main family lines spanning from Flavius, and now basically the 2 most capable men in Quintus's line are out. I mean, we have Nero Julius, who is 10, so he's 6 years away from maturity, so that's about 12 turns until we'll have Nero in the field, and Amulius does have a son called Appius, who is actually the same age as Nero, so I think we'll get 2 for 1. We'll have Appius and Nero. Is there anyone else who is due to come of age? Yes, Manius Julius actually has a brother. He has Tiberius Julius, however he's very young, so it's going to be a while. We're going to have to hold out until we have a new family member. I didn't... Yeah, Manius Julius, we don't really care about him. He's just a governor Segesta. Good for him, I guess. Don't really have a lot going around him. You know, we seem to have slackers in this family, and I don't tolerate slackers very well, unfortunately. Anyway, that's where we'll leave it for the 3rd time. So next time on Rome Total War, we're going to have to take Trier, and then we're going to have to really wait on a new general to take Massilla, because I don't want a captain to lead this, I want a general to lead this. This is a very important mission we're leading here. So, I will see you then, folks. I shall see you then.